The Ministry of Greek InterVarsity here on Clemson's campus is seeing radical success as the Spirit of God moves among students. Fraternity and sorority members are leading Bible studies for their brothers and sisters, aimed at fostering community and spiritual transformation.
My eyes being open to my faith have driven me to the point where I've found purpose in Jesus Christ.
The sights and sounds of campus life are familiar, from students rushing to and from class to what's becoming a new scene on many campuses.
Then Jesus told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed."
Frat houses, long known for alcohol-fueled parties, are seeing a surge in interest from fraternity and sorority members wanting to explore their faith.
We're here every week learning scripture and having real life conversations about what Christ is doing in our lives.
We've had everything from helping a girl get her first Bible to talking to girls about leading in the future.
Being able to walk through scripture and also open discussion for similar struggles and issues and sins and things that we're all dealing with has been unbelievable.
Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness.
Greek InterVarsity, a campus ministry which aims to see these students transformed by the gospel, has seen a 43% increase in participation over the last school year.
Really, in the past year or two, we're seeing the spiritual hunger increase of students who are showing up. I mean, we're seeing pictures and stories of fraternity houses that are just being packed and overflowing with students who are coming to Bible studies.
With nearly 8,000 students making up Clemson's fraternities and sororities, Dusty Harrison, Associate Director of Discipleship for Greek InterVarsity, says it's important to reach them on their turf.
The Word became flesh and blood and moved into the neighborhood, dwelt among us. That's what we're encouraging students to do with our ministry, is to go right where their brothers and sisters are and to live and lead incarnationally, Greek and Christian.
As chaplain of Alpha Tau Omega Fraternity, Trey Dowling sees the biblical connection to reaching his frat brothers with the gospel.
Jesus would have been in a fraternity. And so before you go crazy about that, he hung out with just the worst of the worst. He hung out with the tax collectors and the Pharisees and the Sadducees and got dinner with them and the biggest sinners of all time. The image of God is talked about a lot, especially in Genesis 1. So
Greek InterVarsity helps students lead Bible studies in their fraternity and sorority chapters.
Our vision and our philosophy is to pour into, to mentor, and to disciple student leaders in different fraternities and sororities on campus so that they can be encouraged and equipped to lead ministry in their chapter in a way that they uniquely can because of the relationships and the proximity.
Being that guy who, can go downtown with them and not drink and get a water at the bar and just stand with them and have more fun than they are. Everyone's like, dude, why aren't you drinking? Why aren't you doing all this stuff? So that's been really cool for me. And they're like, why do you do this? And that leads to those conversations.
Eric Mendenhall, chaplain for Kappa Sigma, leads the weekly Bible study, something he never imagined after growing up struggling to fully engage Scripture.
It wasn't that interesting to me, but ever since, I started going to Greek IV freshman year last year, the Word is so interesting to me, and I love to learn about it, and it's something that I look forward to.
All of this comes as revival sweeps across college campuses. In Indiana, Purdue's Greek InterVarsity has become the largest student group on campus, while Indiana University recently saw 98 Greeks make decisions for Jesus. Brian Mann, National Director of Greek InterVarsity.
Yeah, so last year there were 215 fraternities and sororities across the country that were creating this sort of intentional space. And that was about 40 campuses that we were uniquely on.
This growing spiritual desire aligns with recent research, which found Gen Z and millennials fueling a Bible reading comeback. Weekly Bible reading among U.S. adults has climbed to 42% in 2025, and nearly half of young Americans engage Scripture weekly.
My faith was not what it should have been when I was younger, so coming here, being with all these guys helped me really grow as a person in faith and just as a man in general.
For Luke Totten, spiritual support from his frat brothers helped him through spiritual loss.
My grandpa was really sick, and attending that Bible study gave me people who are going through very similar things. My grandpa unfortunately passed away like towards the end of that 8 weeks while we were rushing the fraternity, but it gave me an outlet to go and talk to people in a more serious setting than just sitting around outside or doing whatever.
Greek InterVarsity sees great potential for growth, reaching students for Christ via its chapters on more than 500 U.S. campuses. Organizers hope the current momentum can help shape college life in America for years to come.
Reading the Bible, but also like talking about the Bible in a fraternity with a bunch of guys and like everyone admitting that they're broken, but like we're in need of saving is one of the coolest things that I've been able to experience in college.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Clemson, South Carolina.